Connor Shaw. Who?
Do you want that as your lock of the week?
Dylan Gabriel's not the guy. He's a 5'11" left-handed quarterback. The odds are stacked against him. Welcome, dog. We've got a sense of urgency today.
Yeah, we do.
Because you have got to get out of here. So, bet heads, we are going to fly through another edition of Bet This. Welcome into this Saturday. Jay Dawg getting ready to make his way down to New York.
Queens.
Yeah. So Jay Dawg's got to make these picks quick. Essentially a lightning round entirety edition of Bet This.
Never done that before.
No lightning round entirety today, bet heads, but it is going to be a normal edition of Bet This, but Jay Dawg has to take off after this because he's going to catch the Mets. Going to see some baseball, huh?
Mets Nationals on Sunday, then Mets Padres. How about those San Diego Padres who were in Cleveland this weekend, right?
Yeah.
They make a beeline to New York, which is funny because Cleveland hosts the Giants after. You know where the Giants are next weekend, right?
Where?
They're taking on the Sox. I'm going to that game on Sunday.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Exciting.
A lot of baseball going on. So Mets
trying to get it in before the lockout.
Yes,
obviously. Yeah.
because we're going to have one.
Yeah.
It's looking more and more apparent, based on what's happened over these last couple of weeks, that we're not going to see a whole lot of baseball in 2028. We'll see minor leagues. We'll see Little League World Series. We'll see women's baseball. We ain't seeing men's Major League Baseball in 2027. So, but anyway, again, Nationals, Mets, it's a day game. Mets, Padres is a night game on Monday and Tuesday, but a day game on Wednesday. They have a Battle of the Badges after. I think we're going to stay for that as well.
Oh, cool.
We're going to do the Ghostbusters tour, or not the tour, the fires. You can't go in the firehouse anymore. You can go by it and see the Ghostbuster, the ghost, the block, or the, what do you call it, the no ghost sign. Yes.
Yeah.
Why is he so scared and frozen? Oh, because he's going to be busted, because busted makes me feel good. So, also, going to go to the 9/11 Memorial, because we're coming up on 25 years of that. Empire State Building and NBC studio tour.
Oh, you're on 30 Rock?
30 Rock, and I'm either going to be in the Saturday Night Live studio, the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon studio, or the Late Night with Seth Meyers studio.
Are you going to catch any shows? You going to try and go catch a taping or anything like that?
They're all, again, it's what we call, what do they call it? They call it repeats or a summer rerun season, essentially, right? So, but I get to sit in one of those desks. Or,
still cool.
If I'm hosting Saturday Night Live, I get to stand up and just did you see that in the news the other day? No, and they give you a tape weeks after. So
that's cool.
And we can definitely use that for promo material.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but a lot going on in New York. Looking forward to it. A lot going on in Boston. Looking forward to going to the Red Sox Giants game. I haven't seen the Giants before. I haven't seen the Mets or the Nationals or the Padres.
I was just about to say the Mets and the Natties. That's a division rivalry.
Yeah, Mets have been playing better.
And the Nats. Yeah, I was about to say the Nats are kind of skidding right now, which kind of sucks. After what was it earlier this week? Alex Bregman hit 3 home runs in one game.
Of the Cubs, the Nationals. I don't know what it is about the Nationals and the Cubs. Whenever the Nationals go to Wrigley Field, it's not pretty.
No, they get smoked.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the Natties were doing good until they ran into the Cubs, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, they were skidding a little, but
they should
compared to how they were projected this
season. They should have won at least 2 of the 3 against the Cubs.
Yeah.
They had their chances.
Yeah. But we've got baseball we'll break down today on Bet This. Going to go over NFL preseason coming up. Maybe I threw in just a couple more futures.
Well, Patriots-Colts already happened. So,
yes. But we only have a couple of games that we'll be able to cover. But I also did want to throw in next week's Thursday games. We'll just kind of highlight the week 2 preseason essentially.
Because there are going to be some starters.
In week 1 already, we're going to see, a couple of starters in the games that we're already getting. So we're definitely going to cover week 2 because we will see more starters as the preseason goes on. And like I said, Jay Dawg, I threw in some NFL futures. Not a ton, just a couple because...
Got the appetite a little bit.
Yeah, we didn't get to do a ton of NFL futures last week. Kenny, covered all of college football for us, gave us each of the conference winners.
Yep. He did a little NFL, not much.
Right.
Little.
We covered a little bit of the NFL, but I want to do division winners with Jay Dawg this week.
Yep.
Just to whet the appetite, as he said.
Yep.
And then also we've got WNBA we'll go over, MLS, NASCAR.
We're going to have locks and parlays, and we're going to have, as a baseball, as you mentioned, the slate.
Yep.
That's going to be going on. I may pick the Mets against the Nationals on Sunday. You'll have to find out.
Ooh, very exciting.
Of course, I'm going to pick the Mets over the Nationals.
Yeah, and we've also got some big, not news. We don't break news here, but like a big update in the NBA world. Russell Westbrook has retired. Russell Westbrook has retired. Again, Russell Westbrook has retired. Number 0. I can't believe it. I'm actually kind of bummed.
And when I told you that, you were like, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
it was
bummed.
all over social media on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, by the way, Michael B. Jordan, the Oscar winner, the actor, Adonis Creed, Sinners,
Yes.
he narrated the retirement video. It's on social media, so check it out.
I'll have to see it.
Yeah, he did a really good job, too.
Yeah, very, very sad that Russell Westbrook's out because truly one of the greatest basketball players
Mr. Triple-Double.
I've ever watched. Yeah, and like
2017-18 NBA MVP.
when you think of greatest players ever, right? Like
Yeah.
Russ isn't in that discussion.
He's, you know what? When NBA 100 comes,
But
he's going to be on there.
He
There's
should.
no question.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the top 100 players. And like, how do I put this? Growing up, shooting something into the trash can, right?
Yeah.
We say Kobe. Like that's what my age,
Yeah.
age group does. You're a little bit older than me. Your age group was the Jordan era.
Yeah.
You grew up watching Jordan play.
Well, you were at the tail. I was at
the tail end of it.
the tail end of it. You had Jordan, then Kobe,
Right.
LeBron. LeBron
But
came in.
it's gone like really those 3 names as the greatest. The Jordan, the Kobe, the LeBron.
Yeah.
And there are other players that play in the NBA like Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem, that like constantly
Larry Bird.
aren't mentioned in that competition of the greatest.
The greatest, yeah. And that wasn't the case a while ago.
Right, but Russell Westbrook, to me, like his triple-double averaging is insane. Like the only person to do it before him was what? Oscar Robertson?
The Big O, Oscar Robertson. The Big O.
And
he's this generation's.
Right, he only did it once.
Correct.
Russell Westbrook did it back-to-back seasons.
Yeah.
That was unheard of.
However, what's the big knock on him? What's the knock?
I think the big knock with him is him moving from team to team, his attitude and his shooting? Oh, what, the championship?
He never got the ring.
Yeah.
Chris Paul and Russ Westbrook, but Kyle Lowry got the ring, of course. So those are the 3 that retired. CP3, he retired earlier this, end of the season.
He was kind of forced retired.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry and also now Russ Westbrook. They'll all be eligible in 20. It's 3 years after you retire in the NBA. It's not 5.
So 2029.
So 2029, they'll be eligible. They're all getting in.
Yeah.
All 3 of those are getting in.
Yeah.
So
definitely. I think I feel like Lowry because of the championship. Chris Paul is one of the greatest that never won a ring.
The point guard.
Probably the greatest that never won a ring.
He was the point,
maybe between him, Melo,
he was the point guard.
If you had to do like a starting 5 of players that never won a ring, it would be like Chris Paul.
Russ.
No, I would put Iverson over him.
Okay.
Iverson and then Melo at the 3.
Karl Malone.
Malone.
Yeah. Stockton.
Who would be the 5?
Wow. Okay. CP3.
Who's the center who's the best?
Barkley.
Barkley. Probably Charles Barkley.
There's so many players that didn't.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jordan.
But yeah, some update there. Russell Westbrook retiring. One of the greatest guaranteed Hall of Famer, in my opinion.
First ballot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, Dog. Where do we want to start? Do we want to? We're not gonna. There's no odds. We're not betting on Little League World Series, but
We're
just
going
want
to
to
talk
mention
about the
it.
Little League World Series
Going on. No New Hampshire there.
No, same with softball. It gave it a valiant effort, but it was not enough. Maybe next year, because again, the only baseball we're going to have is women's baseball, softball, and Little League World Series, and minors. We're going to have the minor. We will have minor league baseball. Schedules have come out, so I'm still hoping to get into a Fisher Cats game this year with 2026. It's quickly approaching the end's end, though.
Yes, I know.
I'll be able to go to some more Fisher Cats games in 2027 if there's no baseball season. That's for sure.
Yeah. Dog.
Yeah.
Can I just hit you with my lock right off the?
Why not? Go right ahead.
So
bet this. Nothing is pre-planned. What we do, we're good to go.
So, Doc, I just figured I'd change it up this week, and we usually throw UFC in at the end. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it. That's why I figured I'd do it now.
Your lock is?
My lock is Islam Makhachev. I definitely butchered that, but I think I got some of it right.
Okay.
Ken is somewhere screaming at a wall, yelling at me.
It's
Yeah. But I'm going to take him. His money line is minus 340 over Ian Machado Gary. And Islam is 82%
Is that
the favorite. Yes, it is tonight.
Where is it?
I'm not sure. I'll have to double check
Okay.
on the break
Yep.
where it is, but it's at. I think the main card starts at 9:30. So like the
Okay. So
main
it's probably-
main
it's probably
fight start there.
Vegas.
Yeah, probably. I'll
Probably
double
Vegas.
check here in a
Okay.
minute, but yeah, that's going to be my lock. I'm going to take Islam for minus 340 on the money line. Figured I'd get the UFC out of the way because it's UFC 330. It's a numbered event,
Yeah.
but it wasn't big enough where I thought we needed to get Kenny in here and give us more fights because a lot of the undercard fights are just not big names.
What's the next big UFC fight coming?
This is really it. After this,
Okay.
there's
Maybe
not,
November? No?
yeah, not anything really lined up at the moment.
Yeah.
There's some talk on the horizon of maybe like, McGregor and Holloway getting a rematch. Also, Holloway fighting maybe Patty Pimblett, who
That's probably the bigger.
that's the rumor I've heard, and that's what I would want to see, and what my close circle, the discussions I've had with people around me, they want to see that fight as well. But we'll have to wait and see. Right now, it's just really focused on 330. This will be a good fight. Like, this is a good main event, but the rest of the card, all the rest of the
Just
fights
not
are
as
just
good.
sleepers. Yeah,
Okay.
and there will probably be a fight if you watch. There'll probably be one that turns out to be good, but nothing on paper where you're like, I'm gotta be invested in putting money in this.
Do you
right
mean
away.
sleepers as in could be or snoozers?
like sleeper as like could be a surprise
Okay.
kind of? Yeah. Dog.
Mm.
Let's switch it up. Hit the diamond. Talk baseball. How you been feeling about the season so far? What are the guards looking like?
It's a 4-team race in the American League Central now, which
Mhm.
is hard to believe because the Detroit Tigers, by all accounts,
Sold,
were
yeah.
pulling the plug on 2026. That's not the case. The White Sox have been struggling. The Minnesota Twins, they had their, of course, Field of Dreams game with the Philadelphia Phillies, and also the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers having at it over in the weeks. It's a 4-team race. You can kind of make the case it's a 4-team race in also the American League Eastern Division as well. The Jays, the Sox kept them alive over the week, didn't they?
Yeah.
So it's a 4-team race. The O's are, you know what? This might be a 5-team race in the American League's Eastern Division. Probably not, but more of a 4-team in there than certainly the American League West, where it's between the Astros, the Rangers, and the Mariners. The Mariners are sinking, though. So the A's of Nowhere and the Angels, turn the page on those two teams.
The A's of Nowhere, the Angels, the Royals, bottom three, tied at looks like 250,000 odds.
Yeah, they're going
So-
to turn the page on 2026. They're about ready to.
The guards, it looks like
Yeah, the odds aren't looking good for Cleveland.
they're third out of those 4 teams that we
Yeah.
mentioned in that AL Central race. White Sox leading the charge at 1,100. Tigers are plus 1,800. And then the guards plus 22, Twins plus 25. For the AL East, it's a lot tighter at the top with shorter odds. Yankees plus 275, Rays plus 360, and the Red Sox plus 550 to win the American League. For the National League, of course, it still sits. The Dodgers are on top, but the Brewers making moves. We'll have to get to the rankings and see.
Yes.
The Dodgers are minus 110 to win the National League still, which is crazy that they are the only team in baseball with negative odds to win their division. Even they were negative even after getting swept by the Sox.
You're positive they're negative.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
The Braves are second at plus 475. Brewers plus 550. The Cubs plus 600. Phillies plus 12. Padres plus 2,000, which Jay Dawg will be seeing at the Mets this upcoming week. Dog, any thoughts on the NL race? Any surprise teams there? Anything shocking you towards the end of the season here?
The Cardinals are going back to their Navy road hats, by the way. So how about that? There was a groundswell because the Cardinals had ditched the Navy road.
They were just doing the red.
They were just doing the red home and road, and people are like, "This does not look natural." So guess what? They're wearing that. So Cardinals are not one of my surprise teams, by the way, for the National League. National League for me, certainly the Diamondbacks and certainly the Padres. They're keeping afloat in that National League West, and
just bringing it up, as bettors,
yeah.
we tend to look at trends and statistics and things like that. And it wasn't too long ago that the Diamondbacks sneaked into the playoffs and upset the Dodgers in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago.
You never know.
So all you got to do is make the race, really.
Yep.
For me,
The Marlins are staying afloat, which is hard to believe.
for me, the two teams to watch out for are
Yeah.
the NL Central teams.
The Cubs.
The Cubs and the Brewers.
The Brewers, well, again, the Brewers they're the Brewers.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
To me, the Brewers are just as good as the Dodgers when they're hot, when they're playing at their best.
Prove to me in October, because
Yes.
it always seems, again, the Brewers always look great, and they spit the bit. They looked like they were unstoppable. They got swept
Yes.
by
Yes.
LA last year,
Um,
which was so disappointing.
So, Dog, we're gonna make some. I don't know. Do you want to make some Saturday picks, or do you want to go over Sunday? We'll save Sunday for the lightning round.
We'll do Sunday for the lightning round. We'll do some Saturday games. How
All
about
right,
that? The Saturday slate.
Let me grab my pen
Okay.
for the Saturday slate.
Yeah.
We'll do some picks here.
Yeah.
I can also go over some awards too if we're interested in some MLB award odds. For Saturday today, we've got coming up after Bet This, the Yankees and the Blue Jays in an AL East race. Are you taking the Blue Jays there? I'm
Taking the
assuming.
Jays.
Yeah.
See, would have seen the Yankees had they not been in Toronto. So had they been in New York, would have made it a Mets-Yankees trip.
That would have been cool.
Yep.
The Rockies taking on the Giants in a snoozer in the West. Who you got there?
Hey, don't you look? Lou Seal is looking at you,
I
pal.
know.
Luigi Francisco Seal and the Giants are going to win that game.
Heard that. They got Webb on the mound. J Dawg's going to be at this game. No, not this one. At the next one.
Sunday, yes.
Sunday,
Yep.
excuse me. I just saw Nats and Mets. So make the choice. Nats, Mets. Who you choosing?
Nats,
Nats, heard.
because I'm not there.
The O's and the Rays. Who you got?
Rays.
Rays. We've got Miami and Cincy.
Miami.
Padres and the Guards. J Dawg's taking the Guards.
Guards.
And he's going to see those Padres.
I certainly will.
The Phillies at the Twins.
I'm going to take the Phillies.
Seattle at Houston.
Houston.
Arizona at Atlanta.
Arizona.
Boston at Pittsburgh.
Pirates.
Heard that.
Rematch of the 1903 World Series, the first ever.
Milwaukee at the Dodgers. Got to take Milwaukee. That's
Milwaukee, of course.
going to be the
By the way-
matchup. The matchup of the weekend right there.
By the way, 6:15 pregame, 7:15 first pitch for the Red Sox and the Pirates in Pittsburgh on the Pulse of New Hampshire.
Heard that. Sonny Gray on the mound tonight.
Great A.
Kansas City at the Halos. We're betting against the Angels. Two of the worst teams in
those are
baseball.
so bad. But I mean, we'll take the Royals.
And then the Rangers at the A's of nowhere.
Rangers.
Heard that. All right, those are our Saturday picks. Dog, we still got some time left. Let's go over some awards. Let me find some.
What are we looking at?
So, who right now, if you had to guess, who would you say is in first place for the AL Cy Young Award?
Ooh. What's the AL Cy Young Award?
Yeah, who would you take a guess at who's first in the odds right now?
It's Cam Schlittler, right?
Yes, it is at minus 150, J Dawg. After that, Dylan Cease at plus 135, and then it falls off a cliff pretty much. It's Drew Rasmussen, Sonny Gray, both tied at plus 3,000. Gavin Williams at plus 3,500. Parker Messick at plus 4,000.
Make a Messick.
And Logan Gilbert and Sean Burke rounding out the odds there. That's a tight race between Cease and Schlittler. J Dawg, National League, who's got it?
For sure, it's the Miz.
Yeah.
For a little while, it was looking like it would be between the Miz and Skeens. But Skeens' velocity, have you seen it? You know about that velocity? It has tailed off. Skeens has tailed off with his velocity.
Skeens not even on the list for candidates here. If you had to guess, what do you think Mizorowski's odds are at?
He's got to be the prohibitive favorite, so he's probably like 500 maybe?
He's minus 600.
It's minus 600. Okay.
Yeah, minus 600. Chris Sale's in second at plus 750.
And Sale's the defending NL Cy Young Award winner for the
Yes.
Atlanta Braves from last year.
Yeah, so Jacob Mizorowski looks like he's walking away with that one. Dog, any Rookie of the Year guesses?
I want Parker Messick or Chase DeLauder or Travis Bazzana, but I'm realizing that it's looking like it's going to be possibly McGonigal of the Tigers or Murakama of the White Sox.
So those are our top two odds for the American League Rookie of the Year. Is McGonigal from Detroit at minus 550, which is pretty crazy odds. Munetaka Murakami is plus 500. He might have had a better chance if he didn't miss a ton of time.
He was hurt.
And then right behind Munetaka is Messick and DeLauder right behind them. And then
I've seen them both perform. So.
Peyton Tolley at plus 5,000, Travis Bazzana at plus 5,000 as well. And then National League, a little bit of a tighter race, but it's really two candidates here.
J.J. Weatherholt's got to be in that discussion, right?
Who else?
Who else?
Weatherholt is the number one.
Okay. Who would be the second?
It's Sal Stewart from
Oh,
Cincy.
Cincinnati, yeah.
Yeah.
That's your favorite.
Yeah, he had a good start to the season. I feel like he's, still doing good, but he was really hot out the gate.
Yeah.
And I feel like he kind of
The Cardinals are performing better than the Reds are, so,
Right.
and Weatherholt has been because of that, so he'll
Yes.
probably get the benefit of the doubt.
Yes. But those are your Rookie of the Year odds. And then MVP, I think it's safe to say American League, it's going to be Jordan.
Yes, he's Triple Crown waiting to happen.
Right. If he wins the Triple Crown, it's definitely him.
It's locked in.
And then National League, a little bit of a surprise here.
It's not Shohei anymore, is it?
No. He's in second.
Okay.
Shohei's plus 100.
It's not the Miz, is it?
No. It's an NL Central player, I'll tell you that.
It's PCA.
It's PCA.
PCA.
Minus 120 as your new NL MVP favorite. That dude is insane.
Just make sure, lay off the conspiracy theories that Babe Ruth didn't exist, okay? Don't go on podcasts and tell pretty girls that Babe Ruth didn't exist, okay? Don't do that.
But yeah, so those are your odds, and just a little update on the championship for baseball, the World Series odds. Dodgers still the favorite at plus 160, Yankees plus 750. Man, the drop off from first to second is crazy. Braves plus 950, Rays plus 1,000, Brew Crew plus 1,100 to round out the top five of your Baseball World Series odds. All right, Dog, back in for the power rankings. By the way, we forgot to mention UFC 330 tonight in Philly.
No cheesesteaks for you.
Yes. Before we continue, just want to get to the power rankings.
Yeah.
It's time to update the bet heads on where the teams stand currently in their seasons, in the situations. We're going to break down MLB power rankings, WNBA, which we haven't talked about yet today.
Which we will.
And we've got MLS power rankings, which came back last week, and we've got a ton of MLS games on the slate.
Matches,
thank you. But Jay Dawg, what do you want to start with baseball since we've been on the baseball curve?
At number 10, the Boston Red Sox. That may change after this weekend.
How do you feel about the Red Sox after their current, their skid? I know you're not a Red Sox fan anyways, but do you think that it was all a hoax? It's over?
No.
Do you think they're still going to be competitive for the rest of the season?
The American League is so down this year.
Yeah.
That again, the Blue Jays are still in it, and to a degree, the O's are still in it. So yeah, I'm not taking the Sox out of the equation yet. 2 more weekends like this, absolutely.
Okay.
At number 9, the Chicago White Sox. They haven't been playing great either.
No.
So Philadelphia Phillies, they've been playing good. They're 8th. At number 7, a team that's really, really been good lately, the San Diego Padres. I'm going to be seeing those dads against the Mets, 3-game series. Number 6, the Chicago Cubs. At number 5, the New York Yankees. At number 4, the two-time reigning defending undisputed champ, the Los Angeles Dodgers. At number 3, the Atlanta Braves. At number 2, the American League best Tampa Bay Rays. They don't show any signs of slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
And at number 1, once again, the Brew Crew, the Milwaukee Brewers, are your number 1 team in the Bet This rankings.
I just feel like the Brewers...
There's something going on with the Brew Crew.
If they don't choke in
Spitting the
October,
bit in October. Yeah,
I
that's
feel
my
like,
fear.
I
It's
know.
all great winning all these games, but it doesn't matter if you don't win in October.
And I don't trust the Rays either. Not that I'm trying to obviously I'm a Red Sox fan, but I think the Red Sox have competed good against the Rays, and the Rays have been so up and down this year.
It's the same thing when they were the Oakland A's, right? They would get to October, right? They're built to get to October. That doesn't necessarily mean they're built to win in October, and that's the difference.
Yeah.
WNBA, at number 10, the LA Sparks. At number 9, with Sparks comes a fire, right? The Portland Fire. The Tempo are done. It looks like they had their moment, but and Marina Mabrey's still doing great. But
the other thing too is looking at the power rankings, J Dawg, from
a couple weeks ago,
from rank 6 or maybe 7 down.
Yeah,
those teams are bad. You know what I mean? The bottom 3 teams.
They're not the Connecticut Sun or the Seattle Storm.
I think the top 6 teams are in a different
Yeah, and then the rest is
level.
the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah.
Okay. At number 8, the New York Liberty. They've kind of taken a little bit of a fall. I know what I think it is. I think both Brianna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu, I think they're tired. I think, again, they're playing a lot of minutes, too. They got to take some time off. It's a long WNBA season, so NBA schedule's out, too. We can talk a little bit about that as well.
Got some Christmas games. Celtics playing again
I love
on
that
Christmas.
the Celtics are going to open up a day game against Detroit because they've got the triple header because of the Knicks and the Sixers, and then, of course, the nightcap. And this has become the rivalry of rivalries, OKC taking on the Spurs.
Yeah.
So. But anyway, at number 7, they're getting hot at the right time. The Dallas Wings. Paige Beckers is an MVP candidate.
Yes.
So at number 6, the Washington Mystics. At number 5, the Atlanta Dream. And once again, we get a dream fever, a fever dream at number 4, the Indiana Fever. At number 3, the champs, the Las Vegas Aces. They're kind of holding steady. At number 2, the Golden State Valkyries, the Valks.
Let's go.
And at number 1, they were the first team to clinch it. They're in the playoffs. The Minnesota Lynx.
Yes, J Dawg's season prediction champion.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Nafisa Collier, she's back. So
yeah, that's going to put a lot of pressure on teams like the Valks to try and step up and keep up that pressure, of course. The Valks, I just want to say, what an amazing franchise. I mean, they
2 years in, and again, they already made the playoffs their first year. There was something, I don't know what it was, Siege. There was something in the air the minute they started playing basketball. Like, we're not just an expansion team. We're new, but we're not new.
I feel like the fan base got behind them too, which is nice.
Absolutely. So, so now we go to MLS.
Yes.
We got someone sneaking in.
Ooh.
St. Louis.
Oh, okay. At number 10?
At number 10. At number 9, Real Salt Lake. At number 8, Chicago. Now, we always see that the New England Revolution are always holding steady at number 6. Well, they actually dropped 1 spot to number 7, but they're still in the discussion, though. At number 6, the Houston Dynamo. At number 5, San Jose. At number 4, LAFC. At number 3, I don't know if you heard about this one, Siege, Vancouver, right? They basically got the letter of intent saying, please stay. We need to stay.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
We need to stay in the MLS, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to stay in the MLS. At number 2, the champs, until further notice, Inter Miami. And at number 1, again, Nashville.
J Dawg, so let me ask you, do you think that we could be seeing like a MLS expansion? If Vancouver has to leave?
Vancouver's going to relocate.
But do you think that we could get like another franchise to go back to Vancouver?
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, so an expansion.
Does baseball? Do they want to do the baseball route and not go back to a market like that?
But I feel like they own that market. Vancouver's been one of the original like MLS teams. Really, they've been around for a long time. Like
they weren't one of the originals.
Not original, but like they've been around for a long time. Like they've been established. They're the competitiveness between them and the Timbers. Like you know what I mean? Like the Portland Timbers are one of the best teams in MLS.
The way I see it is this: they've got something that's so unique that no one else does. Vancouver, Seattle, Portland.
Yes.
You've got that PNW.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
The only way it's unique. It's not like that in the WNBA. It's not like that in the NBA. It certainly as hell isn't like that in baseball or hockey.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's a uniqueness.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, I feel like if they relocate to somewhere
Vancouver
else, they need to get another team back in there. I think, like, that's why maybe we see an expansion.
The Vancouver Expos. Hey, wait a second.
All right, Dog. It is almost time for my favorite part of the show.
When the world goes deaf?
Yeah.
For 10 seconds?
Hit the bet heads with some housekeeping, update them on what's going on the Pulse of NH.
Already mentioned on the Pulse of New Hampshire on Saturday. It's going to be a night game. I think it's Fox Saturday baseball game. That's the Boston Red Sox at the Pittsburgh Pirates interleague play right there. 6:15 pregame, 7:15 first pitch on Saturday. On Sunday, the usual 12:35 in the Berg, 12:35 pregame, 1:35 first pitch on the Pulse of New Hampshire. Nothing going on in the playback for this weekend, but we got much more going on when I get back from New York, including J Dawg's boxing bout of the month, as well as the no-hitter from Brett Saberhagen, our first Kansas City Royals edition of the playback.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, on the Pulse Podcast Network.
And Dog, that means it's time.
It's time. The world still can't hear you.
It's the lightning round. That is where Jay Dawg and I quickly make some picks, wrap up the show with our last minute thoughts, picks, parlays, locks. Jay Dawg, before we do the lightning round, want to hit them with the parlay and lock of the week for you?
Parlay and the lock of the week for me as follows. Ready? Jose Ramirez. I'm just guilty of sin trying to do this, but I'm just par for the course. Jose Ramirez is my parlay for on Sunday against the San Diego Padres. 2 doubles and a home run. So I think he's going to finally get back in the groove of things, hopefully. That's my that's my parlay of the week, right? Mm-hmm. And my lock of the week is going to be Denny Hamlin, a top 5 finish this weekend in NASCAR. And you have NASCAR this weekend. You know where they are, right?
Yep, they are. Let me get to my notes.
They're in New Hampshire next weekend.
Flipping through papers. One of my favorite tracks here, they are at Richmond this weekend.
Okay, yep.
Tonight, actually, it's a night race. 7 p.m. Jay Dawg's taking Denny Hamlin there.
Yeah.
You can catch that on HBO Max and USA. Next week, as you alluded to, in New Hampshire. And then they wrap up the regular season before the playoffs in Daytona.
Playoffs?
And that is our NASCAR update. Last week, by the way, Ty Gibbs getting the win in Iowa. Christopher Bell finishing in second. Blaney in third. Denny in top 5. I think you had Chase Briscoe top 10, right?
Yes.
He finished in 6th.
Yep.
So a little update there for last week's results. Jay Dawg, let's fly through.
Okay. We got baseball, right?
Yeah, let's do baseball Sunday slate.
Okay, here we go.
Real quick, I've got Baltimore at Tampa.
Tampa Bay.
I got Arizona at Atlanta.
Arizona.
Ooh, Boston at Pittsburgh. J Dawg's taking the Buccos.
Pittsburgh.
Yankees and the Blue Jays.
Jays.
We've got the White Sox at the Tigers.
Ooh, White Sox.
Miami at Cincy.
Cincy.
Ooh.
Throw a little wrench into there.
Padres at Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Nats Mets. J Dawg's going to be there.
I'm going to do the Lee Corso thing right here. I'm taking the Mets.
The Mets. Meet the Mets. Phil's at the Twins.
Twins.
Heard that. You got to leave that on for the rest of the show.
I'm going to.
Cards and Cubs.
Not so fast, my friend. I'm going to take the Cubs.
Cubs heard. Rockies, Giants.
Giants.
We've got Rangers and A's of Nowhere.
Rangers.
We've got Royals and Halos. Got to take the Royals.
Bet against the Angels. You're better.
Brewers against the Dodgers.
Is that the Sunday night game? I think it is.
No.
No, okay. I'm going to take the Brew Crew.
Brew Crew. Sunday night is Mariners and Astros.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Okay, I'm going to take the Stros in that one.
Heard that, yep. Stros. All right, that is your baseball pick. J Dawg, real quick, got some football games for later tonight.
Yes.
Rams at Kansas City for preseason. Who are you taking?
Former Missouri team, current Missouri team. They're both going to be former Missouri teams at some point. I'll take the Rams.
Oh, you took the Rams. Heard that. Jags at the Saints.
Jags.
Heard that. Go Duval. I got the Eagles at the Ravens. Battle of the Birds.
I have to take the Eagles.
Heard that. Go Birds.
I can't not take the
Cowboys at the Seahawks.
Seabirds.
Yeah, anyone but
ABC
the Cowboys.
But the Cowboys.
Yeah. We also have some division winners if you want, but we'll get to that if we have time. We still have WNBA to pick.
Yep.
And MLS. We can always do NFL futures later. Lightning round going through Saturday games here. We've got the Sparks at the Mystics. Mystics heard.
Washington. Yep.
Lynx at Vegas.
Oh, I'm going to take the Lynx.
Heard that. That's on CBS at 8 p.m. Chicago at Seattle.
I'll take the Sky. Seattle's just. Ugh.
Heard that. That is Sunday at 5. Fever at Dream.
A Dream Fever. I'll take the Dream. It's in Hotlanta.
Heard that. Hotlanta at 5. And then Portland at Phoenix at 7 on Sunday.
I will take Phoenix.
Heard that, Phoenix. All right, and then MLS, J Dawg. Let's fly through it.
Some matches.
Red Bull at Atlanta.
Atlanta.
DC at Montreal.
Montreal.
Columbus at Charlotte.
Take the Crew.
Heard that. Orlando hosting FC Cincinnati.
Orlando.
We've got New England Revs at Toronto.
Revs.
Galaxy at Dynamo.
I'll take the Dynamo.
We've got Miami at Nashville.
Inter Miami. I'll take Inter Miami.
Heard that. Rapids at hosting Kansas City.
Sporting KC.
We've got Real hosting Minnesota.
Real Salt Lake.
We've got LAFC hosting San Diego FC,
LAFC.
San Jose, and St. Louis.
St. Louis, you got to take the Lou.
Heard that, Lou Crew. All right, that does it, bet heads. Real quick,
Yes.
some updates for NFL division winners before we take off. Bills are your AFC favorites right now. NFC North favorites are your Ravens. The Texans are favorites for the South, although every team is in the plus money.
Yep.
West winners, the Chiefs are the favorites, even though everyone is in the plus money. Chiefs are plus 160, Chargers plus 190. I love that.
Yeah.
I think the Chargers are going to be really good. And the Broncos, the defending AFC West champs, are plus 225 in third. NFC, Eagles open up as the favorites. Everyone's plus money. Cowboys plus 215, Eagles plus 120. Lions are the favorite to win the North. I don't know about that.
Maybe 2 years ago.
The Packers are plus 225. The Lions do have the easiest schedule. Bucks plus 170 to win the South. The Rams plus 100 to win the West. And that does it, bet heads. Thank you for joining us for another edition. Jay Dawg's got to take off. He's going to New York. And remember, if you're going to bet,
Met this.
and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace, peace.
Bet This is for entertainment purposes only. Always gamble responsibly and never wager more than you can afford to lose. Our advice is not a guarantee of success. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or visit ncpgambling.org for resources.